It's afternoon. How do you know that you ran up to the store and found a sale deal on chicken breast and you don't have room in your freezer? So you're going to go ahead and pressure can them. I bought 2 packages of chicken breast, the big packs, boneless, skinless type. I've already put a jar lid on one and I'm getting ready to do the rest of them. The canner's ready. And I had 2 packs of chicken breast that filled 8 jars and then a half of a jar. So I went ahead and dropped some lima beans in with it and added seasoning to it, and that will cook and make a jar of soup for a friend of mine that loves or the butter beans, lima beans, whatever y'all are calling them. I call them interchangeably either butter beans or lima beans, but they're weird. I never soak them when I'm going to cook them because they'll lose their skin and do weird things. So I normally just raw pack them, dry pack them, whatever, into the jar with whatever I'm going to add in it. Today it just happens to be chicken and broth, and they pressure can at the same time as raw packed chicken. It'll be fine, but it's not an approved dry beans straight into a jar with broth and seasoning is not an approved method, but I've been doing it for years, and at my house that's what I do sometimes. Sometimes I cook them before I can, but since I'm raw packing this chicken and it's going to make really pretty chicken, it'll taste really good. It's not dry. It makes its own broth that'll fill up the jar, and it's very good. And then you can drop it into whatever you're making because there's no seasoning in it. It's just pure chicken and chicken broth that will create in the jar, and it's really good. I think some creators call it ugly chicken. I know that I learned how to do it from Sutton's Days, and she calls it ugly chicken, so we call it ugly chicken when we just do the chicken. But I've got that one jar and I'm not gonna waste it, and I'm not cooking anything that has chicken in it for dinner today. I gotta make something else for the old toot. He well, aren't you gonna cook me some okra? Yes, I'm gonna cook you some okra, sir. But yeah, I got my rings ready, my lids ready, and so it's all packed into the jars. I've just got to go through one at a time and use vinegar to clean the rims, and then drop the lid and put the bands on fingertip tight. They'll go in the canner, and it's pint jars, so 75 minutes. And I do like to use wide mouth jars for my proteins, like not beans, but like beef, pork, chicken, and that's what I use my wide mouth jars for. And I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but is my imagination, or are the wide mouth jar lids getting more and more expensive than they used to be? And they're definitely cost more than regular mouth, whatever, right? But so these are some ball jars that, and lids and rings that, or bands. I don't know if you call them rings or bands, but this set of jars was given to me by one of my work clients, and she just loves that I pressure can stuff, and she never wants any of it. She just loves that I do it, that I'm carrying on a tradition that she grew up with. And she's 20 years older than me, and she grew up with canned foods on the different farms that her parents and her grandparents had. So it's kind of fun. I tell her what I'm planning to do, and she'll just randomly show up with canning supplies for me. I love it. And I did on New Year's provide the black-eyed peas with the ham hocks, and cooked and ready to go for one of her events that she had to provide black-eyed peas for. But this is what the jars look like stuffed. I mean, and I pack them tight, and I do a 1-inch headspace. That might be wrong to somebody else, but that's what I do, and it's worked for me so far. So hopefully y'all will try this, because it really is convenient. My daughter loves this thing my mom used to make. It was a ranch chicken cheese dip, and we've continued making that after my mom is in a nursing home, but because she's got the dementias. But she made ranch chicken cheese, and I found out that if I do a packet of ranch seasoning, a jar of ugly chicken, drained, of course, please drain it if you're going to make it, and then a thing of whipped cream cheese. I used to use a little block of cream cheese for years, and then one day I couldn't get the block, so I grabbed some whipped cream cheese. Oh my gosh, it makes it so much easier to make. And then you after you've mixed it all together and broken up your chicken into it, and you're mixed in really good your ranch seasoning, you can shape it into any form you want. I normally just have I have a little ceramic decorative dish that has a lid, and I form it into that and put it back in the refrigerator, and it firms back up. And then I set it out with a cute little knife and all the crackers and I always do a variety of crackers, kind of like I like to do little buffet style stuff. And my daughter loves that chicken cheese ball. is what my mom called it, was a ball, but I'm not shaping anything into a ball. I'm gonna stuff it in a container and put it in the fridge. But yeah, so try making some of this chicken, because you can use it in all kinds of things. Anyway, we're gonna pressure can. I don't know why I talk weird. It entertains me and the dogs. There's no dogs in the kitchen right now, don't worry. But I'm gonna pressure can some chicken, and it's gonna be fun, it's gonna be good, and it's gonna be 75 minutes after it comes to temp, and the jiggler starts jiggling. So on your pressure canner, get your pressure canner, start pressure canning stuff, get it while it's cheap, and make you some shelf stable stuff. You don't have to worry if the power goes out. Y'all have a good afternoon.